Welcome back everybody to Williams Farms. Before we jump in this video, I do want to do a quick little update. We are now running a Tuesday and Thursday schedule. This is a big change for me as you will actually know when our videos are coming out. Nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoy this video and the thumbnail that Chestnut made. So let's go ahead, get into the video, and roll the intro. Well, I guess it's time to go to work, and we'll grab a donut and be on our way. So, surprise, surprise, I ended up getting the job at the co-op. We don't have a lot of land right now, so that frees us up with a lot of time, and making a little extra money is never going to hurt. So today we are going to be making some spray applications, and that'll pretty much be all for my day. You know, before we get to the co-op, it's looking like Tristan's finally getting some new inventory out. And that's always good because we still are looking for a tractor, and I think he might have what we need. Alright, so we're pulling up to the co-op here. As you can see, we got all of our equipment, and then the main sprayers are inside. Alright, so we're in here, and today we are going to be using the Haggy sprayer. We do have 3 or 4 fields to knock out, and we might have to have the spray rig come behind us so that we can fill up. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead, jump up in the Haggy, and head to our first field. Alright, so it's actually pretty funny because one of the fields we are spraying today is actually one of my own fields, so we went ahead and decided that's what's best for us, especially now since I work at the co-op. There's no need to buy the additional spraying equipment. Nonetheless, we're going to get my field done first, then we're going to bounce over to one of the neighbors, and then after that we have one more field to spray, and then we will be finished up. So the first bean field is actually right here on our right, and we're going to go ahead, hop on in there, and start spraying. Now we've got all the booms folded out, we've got our GPS set in line, we're going to go ahead, back up, and then we will take off and spray this field. Alright, let's go ahead, turn it on, make sure all the booms and the nozzles are working. Okay, looks like they are. So we'll go ahead, shut it off, and then we will start putting some fertilizer on this field. Alright, so we just got done spraying, and now pretty much what we got to do is we do have to do a triple rinse. Once we get done with our triple rinse and get all of the fertilizer out of the tank, once we get done with our triple rinse, we're going to go ahead and switch from our fertilizer over to herbicide. My cornfield really needs herbicide as it's growing weeds really bad, and then the other fields need herbicide as well. So we're going to sit here and wait until the tender truck shows up, then we'll be able to do the proper clean out of this sprayer. The tender truck is finally here, and that means we can move on with our day, starting off by turning around the Haggy and then emptying it out properly and then filling it with the correct herbicide. Now that we've got everything set up and ready, we're going to go ahead and spray out the rest of our booms. We're all sprayed out now, and we're just going to grab the hose and then hook it up here and rinse it all out. Alright, so we've gone ahead and got everything triple rinsed, everything as clean as can be. We scrubbed all the screens and the end cap nozzles. So we're going to go ahead, get this herbicide that's in here, put it in the Haggy, then we'll be able to move on to my cornfield and the other fields we have left. I still haven't redone this road, and this might get a little sketchy. So I do have to say it is really odd to spray on our own field, but nonetheless it's getting done, and it was going to have to get done anyways. So before we get up in the sprayer and spray this, we're just going to talk about how bad these weeds are. I didn't realize they were getting like this, and it's going to start choking out the corn. So we really got to make sure we get the right formulations and the right mode of actions on this field. Alright, so we just got done, and we are going to go ahead, fold the boom up, and head to the next field. So pulling out of my place, one of the places we actually have to go next is Clayton's farm. And Clayton is doing the same thing I am, and he's just hiring out the co-op to do it. Which in the end of the day doesn't save money, but for the size of both of our farms, it's what works best for us. Clayton's field is finally done, and we have one more on the way back to the co-op, and then we will head home for the evening. So while we're up in here and on the topic of spraying and applicating things, I've started slowly thinking about maybe trying to incorporate anhydrous into my own farm. Basically, I've been learning up about it here at the co-op, and it just seems like a great, thing to do. I definitely think it's something we will take into consideration, especially because there's some smaller bars and tanks that could fit our tractors. Alright, so we're at our last field, and we're about to get into it. So we're at our last field, we are letting this thing unfold, and then we will get right into it and hopefully finish in a timely fashion. So we're ready, let's go ahead, turn the sprayer on, we got the good beep, and now pretty much we're just gonna set the AB line and let it run its course. Now some of these smaller fields are definitely tricky to get in and out of and maneuver, but nonetheless we gotta do it for the customer, and it keeps us in business, so I can't complain too much. It's honestly crazy to think that in no time at all our crops will be coming up and maturing. This will be a very interesting harvest for us, as these soil types are a lot different and we're still figuring out a lot of things. I'm hoping to stop by Tristan's and maybe just take a little gander at what they have and see if they have anything that is going to catch our eye. Finally back to the co-op, so we're going to go ahead, get this thing backed up and park, and then we'll head home. And we're finally out of it. I'm really hoping we get to run this 4940 dry fertilizer spreader sometime, because I think that would be absolutely awesome. Alright, the day is finally finished, so we're gonna go ahead and get in our truck. Alright, so we do have a couple of bars. I think this TB17 would fit us perfect. Along with the TB17, these anhydrous ammonia tanks right here are actually the perfect size as well, so I think we're gonna try to get something set up when that time comes and put some anhydrous down. We also have these Wilmer spreaders over here. I think these would be really good. They're used for broadcast and dry spreadables. These sizes would also be perfect for our farm as well. Nonetheless, we're going to go ahead, get in the truck, and head up to Tristan's. It looks as if he still has quite a bit of his used inventory, but it's nice that new inventory is starting to flow in. Now, these aren't anywhere near our range, but I have to check them out. So it looks like we've got a 4940, 4940 as well, with the dry flowable on the back. Oh man, look at that. 410 8R, that is a lovely tractor. 6125R as well as the 7R, and then the meanest looking machine Tristan has, the beautiful 9620 RX. He does have a 9870 STS. These are really good combines. I knew a couple guys back in North Carolina that ran these. And then he said this is his newest addition. He did get the 8RX in with the big planter. Nonetheless, we can't afford that stuff. We'll go over to the pre-owned. It looks like the neighbor finally got his 4960 traded in. Yeah, stuff is still pretty much normal around here. Oh, wait. What is that? International? It's a grain truck? Omaha Standard. This is honestly what we've been looking for. Huh. Tristan didn't tell me about that. I'll have to come back and ask him about that because that might be a perfect purchase for our farm. Anyways, he's got a lot of good inventory, but it's nothing we can get right this second. I will have to give him a phone call about the grain truck because that's pretty much what we're looking for. Nonetheless, the day's growing long, and I'm pretty worn out from all the spraying and changing of the tanks and everything today. So we're going to go ahead, go home, and relax. I am hoping at some point that we can drop the co-op. It's nice to have the extra money, but it's also a lot of more strain on me to deal with my own farm and the co-op. But nonetheless, I'm getting to do it, and it has been fun, and it pays good, so I'm not going to complain too much. Man, you can already see those weeds burning up. That pursuit does a really good job. Other than a few various applications, I think we should be sitting pretty good until about harvest. Alright, so we finally got the truck in the shop, and now we're gonna go relax. Huh, so it looks like Tristan's actually asking about $6,500 for that truck. I think we might actually be able to trade in something or make that work with the money we have. Nonetheless, I'm getting tired, so we're gonna go ahead and go to bed. Thank you guys so much for watching another video. Like always, I really appreciate it. We're growing slowly but surely. We now have a little over 700 subscribers, which I am forever thankful for. Just make sure you go ahead, subscribe, like, and comment. And as always, I hope you guys have a great day.